Continuons à marcher sur les pas de Marie Louise. Nous nous rendons maintenant à Ornans, la nouvelle demeure de la famille de Marie Louise. Marie Louise a choisi la petite ville d'Ornans, située au bord de la rivière Loup, entourée de montagnes. Ce déménagement est le 8e en 14 ans. Marie Louise aspire à un peu de paix et de stabilité.
To get to Ornans in 1872, the Hatrzer family took a train from Strasbourg to Besançon, then the stagecoach from Besançon to Ornans, a trip of 3 to 4 hours to go only 27 kilometers. Today, it takes us less than 30 minutes to cover the same distance. So Ornans was a town of 3,000 inhabitants in 1872. Here in this beautiful town, Marie Louise found a spacious and comfortable house for her family with a large garden near the seminary property, not far from the Visitation Convent on the other side.
In the journey of Marie Louise for 35 years, since she was born in 1837 until 1872, she had been transferring to 8 different places. In the beginning because of the work of the husband, but after the war between France and Germany happened, she was seeking for refuge, and the impact of the war, she had to choose her nationality, which brought the consequences she had to move again. Transferring from one place to another is not something easy. However, as Sister Marie Fenard wrote in her book, The Design of His Heart, that in each successive spot to which God led Marie Louise, He always placed her in close proximity to the presence of the Blessed Sacrament, and in each new environment, there will be something which will orientate her spiritual life. In Ornans, her spiritual life will become completely Sacred Heart Center, and she will discover the role of Mary in the devotion to the Sacred Heart. As daughter of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, I try to learn from Mother Marie Louise her spiritual life, her spirit of missionary, her openness to the mission, her readiness to be sent to any place and any kind of apostolate, where God Himself will lead me to go. He who called me will show me the way. I would like to express my desire with the quotation of the Italian song in 2 lines. Come tu mi vuoi, io sarò, dove tu mi vuoi, Joandro, as you want me to go, I will go. Where you want me to go, I will go. As you want me to be, I will be.
Nous sommes devant la chapelle de la Visitation, qui est aujourd'hui le musée du costume et des traditions comtoises. Les visitandines ont vécu à Ornans de 1854 à 1979.
Marie Louise loved to play a long time in front of the monstrance exposed in the chapel of the Visitation Sisters. In contact with these sisters and through the writings of Saint Margaret Mary, Marie Louise had deepened her devotion to the Sacred Heart. In 1863, the chapel of the Visitation Sisters was consecrated to the Sacred Heart. Marie Louise also discovered the role of Mary in their devotion. The side wall of their chapel displayed two large framed paintings. The first one of the Sacred Heart, with the inscription, "Taste and see how good is the Lord." The second one of Mary showing her heart, with the inscription, "I am the mother of a beautiful love." In July 1872, a statue of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart was crowned in this chapel of the Visitation. Unfortunately, this statue got lost.
Les sœurs de la Visitation ont présenté les annales de Notre-Dame du Sacré-Cœur à Marie Louise. Le numéro de janvier et mars 1873 développe la relation entre Notre-Dame du Sacré-Cœur et l'Eucharistie. Marie-Louise a certainement été touchée par l'appel qui conclut ces articles. Ô vous donc qui honorez Notre-Dame du Sacré-Cœur, ne vous limitez pas à un médiocre amour de la Sainte Eucharistie. Sachez que ces deux dévotions sont inséparables. Ensemble, elles grandissent ou diminuent dans une personne dans la même proportion. Marie-Louise découvre l'usage de consacrer le jeudi à Notre-Dame du Sacré-Cœur, veillée de dévotion qui nous aide à nous préparer plus convenablement au grand jour du vendredi. C'est un jeudi que s'accomplissent trois mystères spéciaux, très chers à ceux qui honorent le Sacré-Cœur et la très sainte Vierge. Notre Seigneur a institué la Sainte Eucharistie, le grand sacrement de l'amour. En vertu de sa maternité du Sauveur, Marie a une grande part dans ce mystère. Jésus s'est rendu au jardin des Oliviers pour commencer l'offrande du sacrifice à mère de son cœur. Si Marie n'était pas présente encore pour ce douloureux mystère, elle était présente en esprit. Les tortures du cœur de Jésus atteignaient son propre cœur. L'ascension glorieuse de Jésus, Marie y a reçu pour elle et pour nous tous la bénédiction suprême avec les promesses divines durables données en notre faveur.
in my annual retreat this year, our priest director said that Mary is a gift. She is not someone we take. She is someone that is given to us. As church, she was given to us by Jesus at the foot of his cross, just before his death. As individuals, Mary is also given to each of us in a particular personal way. Marie Louise received the gift of Mary as Our Lady of the Sacred Heart in this place. She had always had a profound love of Our Lady, but here in Ornans, in the Chapel of the Visitation Sisters, she encountered her under a new aspect, one which completely captivated her. The Visitation Sisters of our nuns introduced Marie Louise to the statue of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart in their chapel and to the annals of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart from Isudan. This is how Marie Louise received Our Lady of the Sacred Heart as a special gift. When I was studying theology, I had to choose a topic for my masteral thesis. My regional superior suggested that I write my thesis on Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. I thought, why not? So I told my advisor and she said, no one writes a thesis on Mary. Challenged, I rang the Mariologist in the faculty, but she said she was too busy. So I started looking for another topic. But God intervened. A Filipino missionary of the Sacred Heart died, and in his wake, the Mariologist and the biblical scholar met. They talked about my thesis without my knowledge and agreed to allow me to write the thesis on Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, with both of them advising me. And so it happened. For a whole year, I pondered, studied, and researched about Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. And she filled my heart and my mind. And after writing and defending the thesis, I was also gifted with a beautiful mission of being Our Lady's preacher. This was how the gift of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart was given to me personally. How about you? At this point in the pilgrimage, I invite you to stop and spend some time to recall how you personally received the gift of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart.
Antoinette's health weakened. She became incapable of walking for several months. In 1874, the two sisters went to pilgrimage to Lourdes. On her return, Marie Louise wrote to Father Fourmont, "For me, I ask the vocation of my children. I will be so happy to see them become holy priests. The thought that I've been carrying for some time is to enter the convent of visitation. If I have the happiness of seeing my children become priests." This was the first time that Marie Louise said openly that she was thinking of religious life. Marie Louise read in the annals of September 1874 the announcement of the establishment of the Daughters of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart on August 30th. The solemn inauguration of the Basilica of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, and exposed in the following terms describing the college at Cézanne-Benoît administered by the MSCs. Teachers and students, you know that here we form one true family where these dear children find the most cordial affection while at the same time receiving all the instruction that they could desire.
Cette lecture des annales a été pour Marie Louise un déclencheur. Le moment approchait pour prendre une décision. Elle avait compris clairement que c'est dans cette nouvelle fondation que le Seigneur avait besoin d'elle pour réaliser son projet, celui de se consacrer à Dieu. Elle avait fait pratiquement la découverte de sa vocation à la vie religieuse. Lorsqu'elle essayait de faire la corrélation entre ces deux événements, l'établissement des filles de Notre-Dame du Sacré-Cœur et l'inauguration de la basilique, sûrement elle s'est dit, comme dans le 3e chant du Cantique des Cantiques, « J'ai trouvé celui que mon âme désire. Je l'ai saisi et ne le lâcherai pas. » Depuis longtemps, Marie Louise cherchait Dieu avec amour et patience. Ces deux événements n'ont fait que confirmer sa réponse à l'appel de celui qu'elle cherchait. Dès lors, son désir d'entrer au couvent des filles de Notre-Dame du Sacré-Cœur devenait de plus en plus ardent et concret. Comme Marie-Louise, dès l'enfance, le Seigneur m'a donné la grâce de grandir dans une famille chrétienne où j'ai été éduquée aux valeurs chrétiennes. Ma vocation à la vie religieuse s'est fait sentir dès que je vis les filles de Notre-Dame du Sacré-Cœur. Elles étaient présentes dans les écoles de ma ville natale. J'étais fascinée en les voyant administrer les soins de santé aux élèves dans un petit dispensaire avec amour. Par leur style de vie simple, leur compassion, leur accueil chaleureux et leur joie de vivre leur consécration religieuse. Aussitôt, j'ai exprimé mon désir de cheminer avec elles jusqu'à ce que j'ai découvert davantage le charisme des filles de Notre-Dame du Sacré-Cœur. Aujourd'hui, je rends grâce à Dieu pour tous les dons reçus, particulièrement pour celui d'avoir été appelé à la vie religieuse.
Fernand, age 16, was interested in a Society of the Foreign Missions. A friend gave Marie Louise an information leaflet on the missionaries of the Sacred Heart. Fernand and Leopold wanted to apply for entrance right away, but Marie Louise refused to give her consent. Antoinette's condition was very serious. In April 1875, Marie Louise returned to Strasbourg with her mother and sister, leaving her 2 sons at the minor seminary. In July 1875, Marie Louise returned to Ornans to spend the summer with her sons. They have applied for admission with the MSCs and have each received a favorable response. Marie Louise gave her consent. She wrote, "It is a great sacrifice that I have made. It has cost me much to separate myself from them. Now, however, that I can see things more calmly, I see the finger of God in the smallest circumstances. It is this which makes me confident that they will persevere. What I ask now of the Sacred Heart and of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart is to end my days in a religious community."
Dear Mother Marie Louise, in your time, on the feast of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, the sisters used to write a letter to Our Lady. Today, I would like to write a letter to you. In your biography, your 2 sons wrote, "Mary's words, I am the servant of the Lord, let it be done to me according to your words," could have been her motto. It was a grace to experience this even more profoundly during this pilgrimage. You accepted God's desire for your life, whether it suited you or not. How many times did you have to leave your favorite places and dear friends behind to follow your husband as he was promoted once more? You cared for your sons and their Christian education. You took care of your sick husband, your mother, and your sister. Even in the darkest hours of your life, you still trusted that God knows the way for you, and you always found time and ways to nourish your relationship with Him. Thank you for your yes to God's design for your life, which gave life to our congregation. Thank you for your yes, even though you felt that it would ask much of you. Please pray for us as we try to walk in your footsteps, not only now during this pilgrimage, but also in our daily life as a daughter of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. Pray that we also will be able to accept what life gives to us, our community, our province, and our congregation. May your example every day encourage us to make Mary's and your yes even more our own, confident that God knows the way for us and our dear congregation. Then we will be able to spread the love of Jesus' Sacred Heart wherever we will go.